Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today's thought of the day is going to be letting go of negative thinking, negative thoughts. If the video is helpful to you, please be so kind as to like it, comment on it, or share it. Thank you for that. Here we go. When you have a negative thought, first let us remember who we are. We are God's creations. God is love, God is all, and therefore our truth is love. Anything apart from this love is a creation of the ego, an illusion that we have been programmed to believe is more real than our truth. Okay, now, you have a negative thought. Let us do 4 things. And before we do those 4 things, let us remember this. When you have a negative thought, the ego wants you to focus on the negative thought and make it a bigger and bigger part of your life. Because negative thinking creates separation, and the ego wants separation because the ego wants you to believe that you're separate from others and separate from God. And therefore, if you believe that, then the ego can have you to itself. And if it has you to itself, then the ego itself can survive. We have all played that game. We have all had that negative thought and then focused on it and made it a bigger and bigger part of our life. We already know where that takes us. If you're watching this video, it's probably time that we choose another way, a more loving way, and that you're open to it because you're watching this video. Okay, another way of looking at this. If you have a negative thought, let's do 4 things. First, let us remember what is really happening. When you have a negative thought, you have it and you're experiencing it because your soul, the love that you are, has made a call out to the universe for help and healing, to help you release you from this illusion that you think is real, that is within you. This negative thinking, this negative thought about somebody else, something, whatever, yourself. So the soul makes a call from the universe, asks for help, and then some situation occurs, somebody comes into your life where that negative thought is used, and you can see the negative thought and what it does to your own life. And so what is really happening is that we're being gifted the opportunity to release ourselves from this negative thinking by having that negative thought. So if you become angry and you experience the anger in the physical world and you see the useless nature of such an activity or such a thinking, and you do it over and over again, and you hit your head against the wall over and over again, sooner or later you'll decide that, hey, maybe there is a better way. Or maybe this is just not really me. Maybe I can react to my brother and sister in another way that brings me more peace, that aligns me more with the love that I truly am. So that's the first thing, is to realize what is truly happening. It's not some curse. You're not being punished because you're experiencing this situation. You're being gifted the opportunity to realize that what you're carrying within is not real. This negative thinking is not real. Okay? Step number 1, realize what is truly happening. Step number 2, stop it. When a negative thought comes up about your brothers or sisters or a situation, instead, immediately stop it. Don't feed it. We have all fed those negative thoughts, and they've become a bigger and bigger part of our life. We have all done that already. Let's not do that anymore. Let's just stop it. Tell it it's a lie. If I have a negative thought about a brother and an anger thought comes up, I stop it. Say, no, that is not the truth about my brother. The truth about my brother is that he was created. He is God's creation, as I am. I am God's creation. If I remember that he is God's creation, we are all one. I will remember that I am God's creation. If I remember that he is love, then I will remember that I am love. If I remember that he has co-created his journey with God, and so whichever way it appears, although my ego might not understand it, it's perfect for him. And so the journey that I am experiencing is perfect for me. So I have no use for that anger. So I stop that anger. Third step is to offer gratitude to God's source, to your brothers and sisters, to the situation. Because again, Your brother and sister, this situation is offering you the opportunity to see what does not belong inside of you. You are only love. That's your truth. That's our truth. And we have all co-created a perfect journey with God. And so no matter what it looks like to the ego, it is perfect. So let us offer gratitude to God that we don't have to spend any more time in that negative thought. Because now we know that it's not a curse or anything, it's a gift that God is giving us to help us unite with Him, with her, with Source. He is helping us see in the physical experience through this negative thinking of that physical experience of those brothers and sisters that that illusion, that thought is not real. It doesn't do anything for us. And so the more we experiencing this unrealness, the less we want to use it, because it doesn't do anything positive for us. And so we offer gratitude as the third step. We offer gratitude for this experience. So imagine not having to be angry or resentful for experiencing that situation, and instead offering gratitude for it. How much more time will you spend in a state of peace by offering gratitude for something that's occurring to you that the ego has trained you to judge and to stay in anger and resentment and revenge? Instead of that, we offer gratitude because we know what's really happening. We're being offered the opportunity to see what is not real about us, so we can let it go, so we can come back and align with our true nature, with the love that we are, and then offer this love to all our brothers and sisters. And then the fourth step is just to practice. Instead of when that negative thought comes in again and again, because again, the ego's fuel source is judgment. So the ego will have you judge and judge over again so that the ego itself can survive. Instead of judging yourself for that experience and judging yourself as not spiritual enough or not good enough because you're experiencing this negative thought over and over again, instead see it as an opportunity to practice uniting with your oneness, uniting with love, uniting with God. So God is offering you the opportunity to keep on practicing this oneness. That this practicing remembering that only the love in you is real, that only the love in your brothers and sisters are real, that every situation is being offered to you to help you reach a higher level of consciousness. And the more you practice this, the more you practice aligning with that love that you are, the more time you spend here, the less time you will spend in the illusion. And the greater example of this it will become to everybody, everything and all. And so let us do those four things. Let us practice those four things, and let us be grateful that we have the opportunity to practice. Thank you so much for your time. I love you very much. If you'd be so kind as to like, comment, or share this video, it would help with the listing process, and it might help somebody find this information who can use it someday. If you'd like to leave me a question or a comment, I will be delighted to try and offer a response. And if you can please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you in that community. Again, thank you so much for your time. I love you very much, and God willing, we will see each other tomorrow. Peace.